Prince Harry has met his father, King Charles, for the first time in 19 months.
There's a lot to be discussed, and I really hope that they are willing to sit down. I don't know how staying silent is ever going to make things better. There's a lot that can happen between now and then.
In a move that shocked the monarchy, Prince Harry has signed the Highgrove Accord with his father, leaving Meghan furious. Without informing anyone, he made a decision that could change his family's future forever. Why would Harry agree to such a secret deal, knowing the consequences for his marriage? And what drove King Charles to insist on this arrangement so urgently? Join us as we unpack why Meghan is furious after Harry secretly signed the Highgrove Accord with King Charles. The fallout. When Harry and Meghan announced they were stepping back from royal life, the world did not immediately understand what it was witnessing. At first, it sounded temporary. On the 8th of January, 2020, the couple released a statement on Instagram saying they intended to step back as senior members of the royal family, split their time between the United Kingdom and North America, and become financially independent while still supporting the Queen. It was presented as a restructuring, not a severance. But it quickly became clear that this was not a sabbatical. It was a rupture. A senior royal was leaving the system entirely, relocating thousands of miles away, and severing himself from the daily machinery of the British monarchy. This kind of move had never happened before, not in modern history, and definitely not at this level. Royals had abdicated, yes. Others had faded quietly into obscurity. But a prince born into the direct line of succession announcing his departure on social media, bypassing traditional palace channels, and choosing North America over the crown was a first. The palace was caught off guard. Within days, an emergency meeting was convened at Sandringham, described by the press as extraordinary and without modern precedent. For an institution that survives on predictability and traditions, Harry's approach made the palace look exposed. But that was just the least of the palace's worries. What followed the relocation was far more damaging. Almost immediately after leaving, Harry and Meghan began speaking. At first, it was just formal statements expressing their discomfort with the system. But they did not limit themselves. In a televised interview, watched by millions worldwide, the couple described feeling unsupported by the institution. Meghan spoke openly about struggling with mental health while pregnant and said she had been denied help. They described being left exposed to relentless tabloid scrutiny, claiming the palace intervened to protect other family members while remaining silent when attacks were directed at them. Then came the allegation that changed everything.
Squashes this idea that somehow my wife was the one who destroyed the relationship between these two brothers.
Meghan said that during her pregnancy, conversations within the royal household had taken place about how dark her child's skin might be. The implication was huge. For the first time, a senior royal was publicly suggesting racial bias inside the monarchy itself. Although the palace responded immediately with a short statement acknowledging that recollections may vary, silence on specifics allowed the accusation to linger, and just when the palace thought it couldn't get worse, the book came. Harry's memoir went further than interviews ever could. It transformed grievances into a permanent record. He wrote in detail about his mother's